and they still walk around like, no, man, it's better. No, man, I'm just telling you, it's better. That's what I know. You don't know shit. Go prove it. And this is the other part. All you dudes on Facebook, some of y'all, I love you to death, and we disagree, and we agree to disagree. It's been, I don't know how many years, y'all still on Facebook talking the same shit about women abroad and getting married and the number of men doing it. And none of y'all, like not a single one that I have argued with, not one has got married. But you know how many black men I've seen get married to black women in the amount of time you Negroids have sat there and ran your mouth? I'm telling you, if I was to scroll my page and just put married in, it's just going to trickle with brothers I've met over the years from Atlanta to Dallas to the East Coast, the West Coast, the North, the Midwest. Brothers just getting married, staying married, getting married, staying married. And they're getting married and staying married to sisters. And oddly enough, for you niggas to talk all that shit about Russell Simmons and Sierra, they've lapped Jeezy and Jeezy. Lapped them. They've lapped them. Several kids, several years. Lapped. The simp. The square. The sucker. They've lapped them. So y'all got to quit spinning this bullshit narrative. But I got more ammo.
It's over for Jeanie Mai and Jeezy. The TV personality and the rapper are divorcing 2 years after saying I do, Access Hollywood has learned. According to legal documents obtained by NBC News, Jeezy filed paperwork on September 14th to end his and Jeannie's marriage and is requesting joint custody of their 20-month-old daughter, Monaco. A prenup is in place. Access has reached out to both parties for comment. The couple tied the knot in March 2021 in an intimate ceremony at their Georgia home, and Jeannie previously explained how pandemic restrictions and personal loss shifted their original plan to wed in the south of France, telling Vogue at the time, after Jeezy's mother unexpectedly passed, we quickly learned that life is too short, and at the end of the day, Jeezy and I really just wanted to become husband and wife. So we decided to turn our original wedding into a mini-moni where we exchanged our vows in front of our immediate family and a few close friends.
Aw, that's so cute.
My face all big here.
Man, my bad, man. It keep diverting back to you. It keep putting the spotlight on you, man. My bad. Look, man, we're not celebrating a divorce. But what we are going to do is talk about this idea that black men have about submissiveness, cooperativeness, all this other shit when it comes to dating and being in relationships and married to other women. But what else I want to play before we go a little further is I want to play what she had to say about Jeezy or black men in general before they even got married. Because black men like to ignore this stuff.
Loved black guys. Yeah, I did. But for me, dark meat on the side, white keeps me mean and lean. You know, that's why I married white man. That's what I like.
Hold up. What do you mean, dark meat on the side?
Because she lightweight offensive.
I'm not. I'm saying, like, I really do think black men are attractive. I do. Like, that's my...
Well, what do you mean, dark meat on the side?
That means, honey.
That's...
You know what that means.
Wait, what are you reading it as?
How did you say it?
I'm just saying, like, when I think about men, I like dark men. I do.
You like your main man to be white and your side
No, that is not what I mean.
Jeannie, explain what you mean.
Okay,
what
I meant is, like, I used to date black men, okay, and I think they're attractive. But what I decided to stick to, because it just kept me happiest, was my man, Freddie, who happens to be white.
Are you sure?
Yes!
Okay.
I dated an Asian man once.
You did?
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
How did that go, Lonnie?
Yeah, because he had a Chinese restaurant. That's why I dated him. I had all the free beef and broccoli I could eat. I was with him.
She decided to flip that shit around.
Somewhere, Jim Chung, I'm going to find you again. Real soon.
I do like how she flipped that around, because you could tell the sisters didn't necessarily apprate them referring to having a black man on the side. They did not like that shit. Last part there's one more part I want to play, because I got to play these things in little bitty segments. But there's another one, because again, dudes will argue this. It doesn't matter how you present it. Dudes will argue this stuff with you on Facebook up and down. They've argued with me.
All black guys like Asian girls.
Okay, let's hear this theory. All black guys like Asian girls
because their dicks are bigger and our p***s are tighter, and black guys like to dominate a lot. They like to get their dicks squeezed really hard by Asian girls.
Name some black and Asian couples, though. I don't really know of any.
Chris Brown was with an Asian girl.
What Asian girl?
She was like black and Asian.
What black guy is with a full Asian girl?
Like a successful Asian girl relationship.
Yeah.
You see, I don't think it ever works out long term. I think the theory is like they just want to the Asian girls. They can't ever trap the Asian girls because the Asian girls are always going to want something else. All black guys like Asian girls.
Okay, let's hear this theory. All black guys like Asian girls
because their dicks are bigger
time.
and our p***s are tighter, and black guys like to dominate a lot. They like to get their dicks squeezed really hard by Asian girls.
Name some black and Asian couples, though. I don't really know of any.
Chris Brown was with an Asian girl.
What Asian girl?
She was like black and Asian.
What black guy is with a full Asian girl?
Like a successful Asian girl relationship.
Yeah.
You see, I don't think it ever works out long term. I think the theory is like they just want to the Asian girls. They can't ever trap the Asian girls because the Asian girls are always going to want something else. All black guys like Asian girls.
Okay, let's hear this.
Are we gonna play dumb? Are we gonna play dumb? So my question comes down to this idea that black men are dating out, marrying out, seeking relationships out for a better outcome, a more submissive woman, or whatever it is they think they're going to get out. There's constantly evidence to the contrary. And for black men to celebrate just a few years ago, literally just a few years ago, celebrating Jeezy marrying, and for these dudes that like to, they always like to act like, oh man, I don't remember that, or I didn't see that, or that wasn't a thing. You a damn lie. That's a lie. It was a lot of dudes doing it. I don't know who the hell this dude Claude is, but Claude was proud of his boy. She is beautiful, Asian and Hispanic woman. She said she is beautiful. Asian and Hispanic women have a level of loyalty that most black women wouldn't even understand. Congratulations, young Jeezy. Hashtag SLMG. I don't even know what the hell that means. I don't care. I want to know, where does this idea come from? Somebody explain it to me.
Stereotypes. That's it.
But where did they get them?
It's made up. Because the niggas who say it, I guarantee have no long-lasting interaction with the Asian community. Because nigga like Claude ain't never left his state.
You know.
And that nigga probably live in Detroit. So they get these theories off of stereotypes that's just made up. Anything that's not black is submissive to them type of niggas. Because it gotta be. They gotta believe that there is a type of woman that's submissive because they feel like they're not experiencing that with the black women that they choose. So they have to have this narrative that is something better outside of black women, because they've convinced themselves that black women are these hard, masculine, mouthy, neck rolling type women. And so maybe it's the movies. Maybe it's the way that these different race women are portrayed in movies. The Asian woman is always portrayed as serving a man. The white woman is always portrayed as...
Wait, pause right there. Because they can't ever say that about white. Roseanne Barr was a goddamn fool. Peggy Al Bundy's wife, was a goddamn fool. We have never had even a pop culture reference of a white woman in our lifetime. Fucking Lucy was not submissive. This narrative, I don't know.
Kind of do. Archie Bunker's wife, Edith.
So we look how far back we got to go. Edith was the only one that allowed Archie to beat her down. It has been so long. There's no representation, even in popular culture, of this idea. So it again, I'm leaning into what Frank was saying. You dudes have made this up in your brain. You can have woman after woman of multiple cultures come forth and say, no, we're not having your shit. They will say it. Dudes be like, man, it's still better. It's still better. You still don't got them issues. Man, go to Africa. Go to the Middle East. Man, you still don't have them. Motherfucker, if you go to Middle East, Middle East, like everybody in the Middle East is under the gun. Everybody. So let's squash that. Not only that, you niggas ain't finna go to the Middle East and live. You're not finna go get up and relocate. Not really. You're not really finna do that. And you damn sure better stay over there if you go over there, because you bring them back here, they're gonna quickly realize they have rights and they have agency of choice, and they're going to choose something that aligns with their preferences. So this idea that any woman of any group is just naturally going to lay down and be agreeable and be with your program and possibly split a 50-50 lifestyle with you is nuts. It's not like that. It's not like that. Again, it doesn't matter how many videos I've posted. Several videos. I mean, hour long, 30-minute long, 20-minute long videos. I done tagged all the passport bros and all their friends and all their associates and all their acquaintances, and they still walk around like, no, man, it's better. No, man, I'm just telling you, it's better. That's what I know. You don't know shit. Go prove it. And this is the other part. All you dudes on Facebook, some of y'all, I love you to death, and we disagree and we agree to disagree. It's been, I don't know how many years. Y'all still on Facebook talking the same shit about women abroad and getting married and the number of men doing it. And none of y'all, like not a single one that I have argued with, not one has got married. But you know how many black men I've seen get married to black women in the amount of time you Negroids have sat there and ran your mouth? I'm telling you, if I was to scroll my page and just put married in, it's just going to trickle with brothers I've met over the years, from Atlanta to Dallas to the East Coast, the West Coast, the North, the Midwest. Brothers just getting married, staying married, getting married, staying married. And they're getting married and staying married to sisters. And oddly enough, for you niggas to talk all that shit about Russell Simmons and Sierra, they've lapped Jeezy and Jeezy. Lapped them. They've lapped them. Several kids, several years. Lapped. The simp. The square. The sucker. They've lapped them. So y'all got to quit spinning this bullshit narrative. But I got more ammo. I want to let the ladies give their take. I'm gonna keep cooking.
The biggest thing I see is that the cultures that these people are talking about are systematically patriarchal. So they think the whole system of patriarchy has bred these women to be this way, when these women are submissive circumstantially.
Repeat that part.
Repeat that. Circumstantially. So if you change their circumstances, you're not going to get the same level of submission. You look here at Jeanie Mai. Yes, she was the beautiful Asian girl that everybody thought was so submissive. But of course, the documents and everything that have come out, and even her herself admitted she was a handful and was really like, trying his patience and expecting him to control her. That whole thing that they say black women do all the time, he got to handle me kind of thing. So the whole he got to handle me mantra that men are thinking is synonymous to black women is actually synonymous to Western culture. We just had a whole conversation about how the black culture is monetized by other cultures. So if this is deemed to be something that is traditionally, quote unquote, black women's thing, but you got all of these people running around trying to be black women, what do you think you're going to get? So it's purely circumstantial. Number one, her circumstances have to be in the right frame. And the other piece is you got to be that guy. And that's the thing a lot of men are missing. Well, this culture isn't submissive enough, blah, 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 blah. Sir, it's you. It's just you. Do women still do this? Do women do that? Yes. We bathe men. We wash their feet. We cook for them. We clean for them. We come through the door. We putting the hair up. Yes, we do it. It's just not you. You're not the guy. So I think a lot of men, instead of looking internally and looking at, okay, well, why can't I pull the type of woman I'm looking for? And a lot of reason why a lot of these men can't is because they don't have any self-control. They don't have any power of self to even be able to lead anybody else. You can't lead yourself, sir. How are you leading somebody else? So they don't want to admit that they have a deficiency. So the deficiency then turns around, well, it's a black woman problem. Let me go date another race. But the other race just as Western as we are, baby.
The one thing the United States exports, listen, let me tell you what we're not exporting. Not cars, not steel, not food. We don't export anything but culture. Yep. That's it. The rest of the world sits back and says, what is the U.S. doing? And much to their own dismay, they don't like it, but they start adopting our ways. You start seeing them moving and grooving. That's what we export. We don't export. I don't know what good. Somebody find a good that we don't export bananas. We don't export wheat. We don't export meat. We don't export a goddamn thing but culture.
We're number 3 in the world in cars.
Okay.
What about tobacco?
Nah, the best tobacco definitely comes from South America, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Well, y'all welcome y'all welcome Blue to the show. We cooking a little bit. we cooking a little bit. We cooking a little bit. I'm kind of hyped up, man. I'm kind of hyped up.
You gotta introduce yourself to the class, Blue.
Everybody, I am Blue Jay, also known as Out of the Blue, and
you came out of the blue too.
Yeah, exactly. I'm living up to it. I am. It took me 20 minutes to figure out how the hell I accidentally denied the permissions for the app, and I did not know how to undo it. I'm like, fuck. So I'm here.
You good? Welcome aboard. If you see the question along the ticker, I was asking, if this divorce between Jeezy and Jeannie, what does that, how does that represent the black men that were so celebratory of him marrying out? You know what I'm saying? And we're talking about these ideas that they have about everything outside of a black woman. And I've played a couple of videos. I'm going to play another one real quick that further demonstrates what we're talking about, even outside of the West, though. Even outside of the West, right? I'm going to go there. I'm going to go outside of the West, then I'm going to come back to the West. I'm going to go to this Chinese lady. I've played this Chinese lady before. I'm going to go to this Chinese lady right here. And I want y'all to tell me what's submissive about this woman. What do you want? Tell me what you want about this woman right here. Video's loading. Stand by.
That's all right.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah, don't worry. She's
Don't
jump up in
get
there.
with Chinese women. We are next level crazy. Keying your car is elementary, and we are PhD, permanent head damage.
Look, she already got that face.
Y'all think we picked you because of love? That's cute. By the third date, we've already mapped out the trajectory of return on investment. And my friend, you are the single stock. Genetics, hair, check. Highest education, college, loser, short sell. Massive debt, but a doctor. Long-term investment, exercise and hold. By the time we moved in together, your favorite shirt is now my kitchen cloth. All of your entertainment is shut off from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m., just like the Chinese TikTok. And don't even think about surprising us with expensive gift. We're just gonna make you return it anyways. Finally, your ability to comply will make you slumdog to a millionaire in less than 2 years. You're welcome. White women wishing to be Putin's mom is a joke. And his invasion to Ukraine is a big fuck you, mom. Putin needs a yellow tiger, mom.
She going off the rails now.
Until
she's going off the rails. I wanted to play that because her
she needs medication.
She do, but she's basically telling them that to them, she's saying to them that men are commodities. They're not getting with you because you're just a great guy and they submit to masculinity. No, like it's. But listen, they'll say she's lying. They'll say she's lying. They will say that they heard something else. They will say, I got a boy that's married to somebody and something else. It's never them that's married. It's never a single one of these guys that is the one that's married. It's never them. It's always, I know somebody, or I knew somebody, or I work with somebody, or I'm familiar with somebody. I got one more that I'm gonna play. I'm gonna let y'all rock. It's
so
never
I know a lot
them.
of these passport bros, and especially black men, are in my comments asking me why I'm talking about this. It's not my fight. And before anything, I'm a woman, so I'm always going to stand up for women regardless of race. And one thing that really bothers me about this is these same passport bros are the men who probably tried to hit on me in the US before they realized that we don't like them either. I'm from a town that really doesn't have that many Asian women, especially Asian women who look like me. Like I said, you guys, I'm adopted. I grew up in a white family in the Midwest, so I have no beauty standards from South Korea. I'm a thick woman. I weigh about 165 pounds. I'm 5'5", so honestly, the brothers like to holler, and they still do. Regardless of what some men in the comments are trying to say, that black men aren't checking for Asian women. Yeah, right. Check my DMs. But anyway, pretty much every time I met a black man, he thought it would be a flex to say something like, yeah, I like my women foreign. I like my women exotic. And I don't know why they decided to say that to me, if they thought it would make me feel good or something, but for me, it's always a red flag. And so I would dig in a little bit further and say, well, what do you mean by that? Like, because I'm a white girl on the inside. My family is white. I grew up in a white community in a small town in the Midwest. So I might look exotic, but I'm Wonder Bread white on the inside. So anyway, whenever these guys would say this, I'd be like, well, you're about to be in for a big disappointment if you're expecting a submissive, docile Asian to take care of you. But it really bothered me when these guys would say, yeah, I don't like black women, because that's what it always came down to, that they didn't date black women regardless if they were black or not. And their moms are black, their sisters are black, their cousins are black. I'm like, would you say this to their face? That's weird. So I kind of pick and prod after I already decided, yeah, I'm done with this, I'm out, because anybody who says something like that just is an immediate red flag. But it always came down to the same stupid stereotypes that black men always have to say about women. They're loud, they're masculine, they don't know how to treat a man, they wear fake hair. So what? So what? You don't have to put down an entire race of women because you have a preference. And honestly, like, I've dated pretty much every race, every ethnicity. I'm Ms. Worldwide when it comes to dating. Only common denominator is black hair and dark eyes usually. But I've never heard any group of men put down their own women more than I've heard black men do it in pursuit of other women. And I just find it really disheartening. And I understand why this divide is getting bigger, but I don't want to be a part of it. So I hate it, and I had to speak on it.
Now, niggas will, excuse my language, they will argue up and down that this isn't happening. A representative of another group is telling you that this is happening, and they don't even respect you for it. I'm going to repeat it. A representative of another group said that this is happening, and they don't respect you for it. So you're not respected by your own, so you claim. You go bitch and complain to another group. That other group looks at you lower than you probably already are on the totem pole of where we as black men already stand. Because you just buried yourself under your own disdain for your own people. Your own people. And lastly, before I let anybody else speak on it, don't none of you lames come to this post or to this and say anything about women not being held accountable, because we've been railroaded when we've done that. So let's keep it 100. Anybody who knows anything about the way we have conversation here, we know that's not today. Today, it's y'all's ass. Y'all have really set a terrible standard. That is an Asian American woman that just said she is basically disgusted with what y'all are representing out there by I like women that ain't black, and then you start to complain about black women in pursuit of them. That's embarrassing as fuck.
Yep.
Let them niggas pull up.
They ain't gonna pull up. They never do.
And what's even more annoying is these cultures that they're running to are very, very cultural in that they protect their own. So you think you gonna get in by not protecting your own?
Bro,
how delusional.
They don't even understand that concept. Like, nigga, what? You talking bad about.
At that point, you become like penis, and that's it. That's literally it.
That's it. And a lot of y'all are okay just being that. A lot of y'all okay just being the mandingo. Y'all okay being the horse. Y'all okay being whatever that is. Because I know a lot of y'all brag about being cuckolds for couples for others, especially y'all brag about that. I've witnessed it. I can go tag some names, man. Yeah, man, I'll slide up in there for white boy want me to come bang his white boy. I'll go do it, boy, and be on video. Woo, woo, woo. That's y'all. Y'all be ashamed of yourself. This is really embarrassing.